Owning suitable farm animals can be made easy by doing some research, but again, with a whole farm depending on your shoulders, we're sure you don't get enough time for that either. So we researched for you instead. In this video, we'll tell you all about the farm animals that'd be best for you as a farmer, and you need to own them. So what are you waiting for? Let's move right in. First off, you need some goats. Yes, goats are cute, but that's not why we're asking you to get some goats for your farm. These are one of the best farm animals for profit and self-sufficiency. As per the reports, goats are consistently becoming popular among the homesteading livestock choices. While it may seem very strange to those residing in the US, let us tell you something that will explain why goats are a better option. About 65% of the global population apparently eats goat meat instead of cow or pork, meaning the demand for goat meat is much more than you actually think. Not just that, at the moment, farmers and homesteaders are doing their best to remove the odd factor linked with goat meat. However, even if the meat isn't an issue, goats also have other benefits. For example, their milk is used for making cheese and many other dairy products. Feeding them isn't an issue either, as they can feed on hay, feed, and even your kitchen scraps. Natural bins, we'd say. Apart from that, you'll have to see whether you can provide them with proper shelter or not. And no, you can't keep one goat only because this animal loves being around others of its kind. So if you decide to get goats for your farm, make sure you don't get less than 2. Another thing that must be kept in mind is that even though it's easy to take care of them, goats aren't really low maintenance. They are weak animals and more susceptible to illness than other farm animals. This is why it's important to keep an eye on their behavior and eating patterns. Other than that, it's all good, and you as a farmer must own some goats. Next up, you'll need some chickens. But some farmers don't understand how important chickens are. There are many reasons for their importance, but what is the most common one? Most people love eating chicken meat and their eggs as well, but that's not all. For farmers, they work as a source of getting natural fertilizers. Yes, their poop is fertilizer, and farmers and gardeners often use them for better growth of their plants. With all these benefits, chickens are a must for any farm. Not just that, some farmers tend to keep chickens as pets only, and even as pets, these animals are beneficial because they can feed on the kitchen scraps, garden weeds, and leftovers. In fact, you can get rid of garden pests by keeping chickens. All you need to provide them is fresh water, fencing, a coop where they can nest and lay, and most importantly, a shelter to keep them safe from sunlight, rain, and cold weather. Lastly, keep their space clean is essential because you don't want them to catch any illness. Some popular breeds of chickens include Sumatra, Silkie, and Australorp, and if you have a smaller coop, the Welsh Summer chickens are the best option for you as they are good for both meat and eggs. And you need to get cows as well. Of course you need cows. We all need cows for our soul. Anyways, on a serious note, if you're a farmer and you still don't have cows, then you're definitely doing something wrong. When it comes to self-sufficiency, you can't have any better options. Many farmers sell calves and even take care of them until they're old enough to be sold for several purposes, including meat. Not just that, they are the best providers of milk, which in turn can provide several other dairy products like cheese and butter. If you don't have enough space to keep cows, no problem. Go for miniature cattle breeds as they're low maintenance and they don't need a lot of space. What's even better about them is that you can reduce the need for space if you take up rotational grazing. For example, if you keep a Dexter cow, it's surely a smaller size, but if you don't provide it with hay, it requires about 1/2 acre of land to graze. On the other hand, if we compare this smaller breed with a regular cow, then you'll need a full acre of land for them to graze. Apart from that, you need to provide them with a good water source, shade for summer, and a barn for winter. One thing that you need to be careful about is that the cows are big animals, and you need to handle them carefully as they have all the stamina to hurt you. Also, Peking ducks are amazing. Ducks are good, but Peking ducks are even better. The specific breed is excellent when you need them to help you around the garden. What we love about them is that they aren't so harsh on the garden. They're much kinder to the plants than chickens. Peking ducks can spot weakly rooted plants and also help in keeping the bugs off the healthy ones. For those who need friendly farm animals, these are what you need. However, one thing to take care of them is that they're slower birds and can't really fight back against predators. The biggest threat to them are dogs and hawks, so make sure you do proper fencing for them in order to keep them protected. Other than that, you also need to provide them with a good diet, fresh drinking water, and a suitable shelter where they can stay away from the summer heat or heavy rain. And then comes sheep. Just like goats, sheep are also a great addition to any farm. However, the thing about them is that they're relatively low maintenance as compared to goats, as they can suit almost all sizes and kind of farms. And if you're a beginner, there are even better options. Like any other mammal, they also provide milk, meat, and wool, making them beneficial for both profit and self-sufficiency. Another thing you might not know is that sheep milk is considered superior to goat and cow milk when it comes to making cheese. Even if you keep up to 3 sheep, you wouldn't need a lot of space. If we talk about the breed that's best for meat and wool, we'd say that Suffolk breed is what you need. However, if you're only concerned with meat and milk, then you may be open for Blackberry, a hairless breed. Lastly, if you think that the space you have isn't sufficient enough for sheep, then once again, you've got the miniature breeds. The best miniature breed is the miniature Cheviot, as it's considered one of the hardiest breeds for wool, while East Frisian is the best among dairy sheep. Another option is quails. Quails are significant in several ways. First off, they're low maintenance and need significantly less space. Not just that, they aren't very noisy either. So, if for those who don't love bird sounds, keep some quails. You may may not know, but these birds are also very profitable as they provide both meat and eggs. However, you'll need to ensure they've got a covered enclosure and roosting area. Not just that, you'll also need to make sure that you're providing them with a proper diet, including protein supplements, so they don't turn into cannibalistic birds. Also, you can't really keep them alongside other birds, such as geese or chickens, because they can get into fights and injure themselves. In some cases, they can even die of injuries. And if you're a backyard farmer, then you can go for the Cordonix breed, as it's a great option for eggs and meat. Lastly, herding dogs are also important for a farm. It's no lie that dogs are man's best friend, and they turn into helpful best friends when it comes to farming. Herding dogs are a must-have for farmers, especially if they own all the other farm animals that we've mentioned earlier. Not only do they herd all kinds of farm animals, but they also protect them from any potential predators. The thing about herding dogs is that while they're perfect for extensive farmlands, they won't do very well on smaller farmlands. And while they can keep other farm animals from running away, they themselves have a wanderlust and independent nature. So either you befriend them or don't try to make them angry. Also, if you're a beginner, you'll need some help from someone who's experienced, as herding dogs require proper training before being left with the farm animals. Another thing to remember is that some breeds are only suitable for herding while others are great for guarding. But what is it if you need both in one? Some breeds, for example, Australian Shepherd and Tibetan Mastiff, can do it all. From raising profit to keeping them as pets, different farm animals serve a variety of purposes. And with this, it's time for us to wrap this video. Did we miss any animals that'd be great on a farm? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell button to stay updated about our new videos. We'll be back with more informative videos soon.